Good morning. You all would not believe I first recorded this video at this point 3 times. I almost gave up, but I was like, you know what? That's not what we do. Rather it be imperfect than perfect. So usually what I do is show you all me going through the process of planning for the next month. But again, since I did this video 3 times, it's all done. So what is going to be different about this video is it's going to be more of a flip through and an explanation, and it's going to include monthly, weekly, and like the prep for March. So let's dive in. So we have my monthly is still the pocket planner from Paper Source. It only includes monthly layouts. It's still my favorite for when I first get my work schedule. It's a great way for me to overview what the month is going to look like. And this is the one that I keep with me all the time. So if somebody's like, hey, can you hang out this day? I know, no, I can't, because I'm already like booked. I'm not trying to overbook myself. So this is my month March work schedule. Everything starts from here. This is what I use to fill in the big calendar in my kitchen. This is what I use to fill in my monthly section of my weekly planner. This is the overview. There are some dates over here that are going to impact my schedule in March. And I decided to do little dots for like block off days or me time, because I'm trying to do everything that I want to do, but with that do less, if that makes any sense at all. So monthly schedule is already done. We go from here to, as you all know, my tea, my passion planner, which is weekly and undated. I am actually going to need a new planner come April, May, because my monthlies are almost out. So we're gonna flip to first February overview. February, I did not do great. If you are also watching my budgeting videos, February was when I was like, I want to start paying attention more to my budget. I want to use my planner system to help me pay closer attention to my budget, make adjustments if I can. Even though I'm not in the best financial predicament right now, I will be probably in about a year or so, and I want to develop better habits. So I started off the month with $100. Sis ended with 0. I don't know what happened in February. It was rough. I did see my best friend, Jelena. I did not get to go to the Field Museum. I don't think I went anywhere new or exciting in February, which is okay. Things to learn was keep up my duo streak, and I did. I'm at like 55 days right now, so I'm very excited about that. Some things that got done that I really wanted to get done was I did pay and file my taxes. I did list a few products on Instagram. I did 2 YouTube videos, or 1, I don't know. I did some YouTube videos, and I called Ace Hardware. It was an interesting conversation. They charge a lot. So we will be on it. We will be on YouTube more to DIY fixing stuff in the house. And I did call Wix to remove my business website. It's fine. I'm not really pressed about it. Because I have a financial sticker book. So I was like, I'm going to do this. It's going to be great. It wasn't great. I filled in 3 of these though. 2 of these got paid. This one I have to see about. It's going to be a focus in March. And then because the month of February was just so tight, I just didn't get to save any money. But I still have more of these, so we're going to try it again in March. I filled out my monthly reflection. The most memorable part of the month was seeing my best friend, Jelena. The top 3 lessons that I learned in this past month is that sometimes balance just doesn't exist. I must rest and plan that rest, and it should be guilt-free. It is only failing when I give up, and giving up is like saying that I don't have any hope, and that's not true. I was saying that I was not happy with how I used my planner. I did not have concrete time to be in here, something that I'm changing for next month, and I wasn't consistent in the gym. Again, February was just an odd month. I feel like January, we're like, yay, and we're going towards our goals and everything's great. And then February goes so fast that we fall off track. And then March is the opportunity to get back on track and then set the course, hopefully, for the rest of the year. I baked some muffins. I was proud of that. And I spent 2 days where I just rolled over and read for about 4 hours. If you've been doing that, why didn't you let us know that that was the thing to do? If you haven't done that, I highly suggest you do that. No phone, no anything, just read the book. Which led me to finish my second book of the year in February. I was very happy. The difference between me in January to February is I'm definitely giving myself more grace. Me and my best friend, Jelena, who you all often hear me talk about because she's my like everything friend. We do our planners and we talk about it a lot. Productivity planning, which is when you see us break down the days, has really been helpful. And it's been helping me give myself grace because if I can't get a YouTube video up and I go back and I look at that week, I genuinely may not have had time. And I have to accept that time is not something that could be extended. And I work 40 hours a week and I still have a home to run and a boyfriend, to build a relationship with and a son to build a relationship with. So as much as I would want to crank out regular videos or do anything regularly, it is a lot more difficult than what I'm giving myself credit for. And so I've been giving myself so much grace. So instead of being upset about things, I'm just like, well, we'll do it when we can and we'll hopefully get it done in the timeline that we wanted to get it done. I'm most grateful for myself because I am getting better at resting, which I can't do any of this stuff without rest. And I did 2 days, 4 hours of reading. I didn't do anything that day. I canceled all my plans. I told people I was busy and I just read and it was very nice. And guess what? Everything that I had to do was still there and it was beautiful. So that's something that I want to incorporate more moving forward. The top 3 things that I can improve in the upcoming month is schedule weekly admin time. I'm going to talk about what days I'm scheduling that in March. Schedule nothing days. Nothing gets done. And budgeting. So overall, the month of February, I would say was about a 7. So that was February. Not the best. I've definitely done worse, so I'm not even going to say anything. But I'm still very happy with it. Let's move into March. So this is a different, I don't want to say layout, but I'm trying a different system. I wanted to add a key. So red are for bill days. Orange are for days that I can get to the gym, schedule-wise, that I actually have time. Purple is for me time. Blue is school stuff. Green are planning days. And anytime I complete any of those major things on a day, I exit out. And then the gray X is blocked off already for a friend of mine. We may be doing 2 things. Hopefully it gets canceled, but whatever. Up here, this month's focus is decluttering. We're going to be moving into spring soon. I like to go through all the clothes in the house, just trying to get out as much stuff as I possibly can. My son is 8, so he grows a lot and he grows quickly. And I'm personally feeling a style change coming on, so we'll be doing a lot of decluttering in the month of March. I'm going to see my friend Ty. I'm going to see my best friend Jelena. That's a given. Places to go. Botanical Gardens has their orchid show here in Chicago. Well, not in Chicago, but in Chicagoland area. I would really, really, really love to go to that. Garfield Park also has a flower show, flower exhibit. I would love to go to that. And I want to be able to go to a So Far concert in March. I thought I was going to be able to go in February, but I'm not. And that's okay. We'll talk about it when we get to the finance journal. The things I want to learn. Hem my pants. I'm really into self-sufficiency and learning about those skills. I am a little short. I'm about 5'2", so learning how to hit my pants would be something really cool, or just mending in general. And take duo more seriously, give it more time than 5 minutes a day. I am in the process of learning Spanish. It's my favorite language. I'm pretty good at it. It's just, I can give this way more time. So lately I've just been like, oh, when I get home and I'm going to bed, do 5 minutes, knock out. It's better than doing nothing, but I'm still on my phone throughout the day. And that's time that I could be just like, oh, let me just pop over and do a duo real quick, right? Atop from a lot of the things that I didn't get done last month that weren't urgent, but I do need to take care of them, I'm gonna roll those over into March. But I do letters against isolation, which is sending letters to elderly who don't have family across the globe. So I signed up to do a few letters for them. I have to send that out. I am getting rid of my LLC, not my business, just the structure of it. So I need to figure that out. That was a task from last month. Donate my son's clothes to an event that's going on in April. Coordinate socks and get rid of the ones that do not have matches. I'm redecorating my son's bedroom. I need to buy him some shoes. I want to bake something. That's on my bingo board. I signed him up for summer camp, but I don't remember when those payments start. Donate. Just get shit out the house. Sign up for the 5K in June and sign up my son for 3rd grade. So not necessarily a busy month, but a busy month on the admin side, I would say. So I really do need to find a day, sit down, pop open my laptop, and then allocate some days to just getting stuff out of the house. So as you can see, there are dots all over the place. Well, the key is down here. The reason why I added the dots is because I wanted to remember what I wanted to do on these days and make sure they got done. That was really it. I have a don't forget sticker up here. My taxes will drop this month. I'm only getting $638. So I couldn't do what I thought I was going to do with it, but we will be able to do something. Any extra money is better than no money. How much did we carry over from last month? These are things that are going to be added into my planner as I'm really trying to focus more on my money, and just with things getting more expensive, I want to try my best to build better money habits and figure out ways to, even if I can't save, just not overspend. Check 1 and check 2. And then down here, it's kind of like a financial recap, just a quick one, like how much did I spend on gas, how much I spent on groceries this month, and how much did I spend on fun stuff. So that is pretty much the overview for March. It's not looking super busy, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I feel like on the 22nd, I'll be volunteering to do a garden walk with the Oak Park Conservatory because I really like them. And then I may give them one of my Sundays as well, because I'm trained as a tour guide at the conservatory. So I may give them 2 days in this month as well. So we are moving. February flip through for weekly was not great. Again, it's okay. I just didn't allocate the time that I needed to and wanted to my planner. February definitely got away from me. And we'll just do better in March. It's never like the end of the world, so it's fine. But I would say I'm like the house manager, so I know everybody's schedules. I have to communicate my son's schedule, so it's really head heavy. Like, I have to remember a lot of stuff if I don't go in my planner, which I can do, but I'm trying to not do. So being in my planner is just like, I can send text messages out a little earlier. I can look at my week and be like, nope, I don't need to go out with people this week. I'm gonna be tired. It's just being better at understanding myself, my habits, and where I can just do well. So the first week of March, for me, March 2nd through March 8th is blocked out. So anything that you see in these big pinks, that's my work schedule. What my friend and I talked about was that the illusion that we have time. So even starting to highlight travel time and when you actually get in the house and when you'll actually be able to get things done are on my to-do. So right now, anything in orange are times that I'm gonna go to the gym. Anything in blue are days that have to do with my son. Like we have no school on the 3rd. That's probably gonna be a big donation day or going through everything day. Over here, we have don't be so preoccupied with showing up that you fail to be present. Reading is that thing for me, so we'll see maybe how much I read this week. Planning days are going to be now on Sundays and Wednesdays. I have an hour lunch, and what I've been doing on my hour lunch is reading, which is great, but it's really hard for me to stay consistent in my planner when I'm just trying to do it at home. So what I'm going to do is on Sundays and Wednesdays, Sundays will be prepping for the next week, just bringing all my stuff and doing it at work, and Wednesdays will be a review and seeing if I've been keeping on track, if I need to adjust anything, if I need to communicate that I can't do something, like that'll be a Wednesday day. So let's see what we got going on next week. Asking my parents if my son could stay overnight this Sunday, planning a review day on Wednesday, getting my son's clothes ready to donate, which means I need to grab some boxes from work, checking OP volunteer schedule so I can make sure what days I'm giving them, and then my normal like laundry, clean bathrooms, clean living rooms, just keep the house clean. And then we're gonna see how many days I could do with no spending because finances. So that's where we're at so far for March. I really think that the Sunday and Wednesdays are gonna be very helpful in keeping consistent, and I'm excited to do a flip through with you all at the end of March. On to finances. So I was originally using my Passion Planner journal, but she's actually really big. Carrying this and that is a lot. So I moved it over to an old school composition book. I wanted to do a really nice review for February, but you all, it was so bad, which is okay. So my objective in all of this is to develop a healthy relationship with budgeting money. How I currently feel about money and my budgeting skills, I feel like I have a good foundation, but currently in the worst financial predicament, and that's okay. Looking into bettering my habits so when I'm out of this valley, I can peak higher. What was done well in February, and it's always going to be on my done well list, is like a free space, is all my bills were paid. So at least I know, bare minimum, I'm making enough money to pay my bills, and I'm doing that on time, okay? And I skipped an event because I didn't have enough disposable funds. I was very proud of myself because I'm definitely a YOLO type of person. I want to support people. I want to enjoy my life right now, but doing so, I can't do it all at once, right? So I skipped that event. I'll support them in another way at another time, and I was really proud of myself for making that decision because had I gone, I would have had no money for the rest of the month of February. I would have had additional no money for the rest of the month of February. So I was really proud of that. What I want to see in March is I do not want to add money to my credit cards, so no spending on credit. Weekly audits, which as we just went over here, will probably occur either on Sundays or Wednesdays. 4 days of no spending in the month. I'm trying to be realistic here. And then actual versus estimated, which is something that my friend and I talked about. When I set my February budget, I did it as if, I get the same paycheck every time, which I don't. So now for some bills and for my checks, it will be what I estimated the budget being at versus what I actually got. And then I'm always going to err on the lower side and see if that helps me understand that I probably have less money to spend than what I anticipate. So March finance overview. The first payday I will get paid March 14th. The second payday is March 28th, and then I will get taxes this month as well. What I'm gonna add real quick, because I got my pencil case right here. Hopefully there's a pen in here. Should be. Perfect. it's carryover. The other thing, I don't want to say it's confusing, but the other thing I'm trying to be more mindful of is how much money do I actually get in the month. So as soon as it turns into the next month, I'm calculating all of the money. So from February, is about $635. I checked my bank account this morning because I got paid today. Today's February 28th, so I got paid today. I have a bill coming out on the 28th, but then tomorrow is technically March. So I want to make sure that I'm including that so it can help me see how much I'm actually spending in a month and where are my opportunities to save and or spend less. No, just save. I'm not spending less money. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm carrying over $635. So that should be a good overview of how much money I'm going to have in March. Again, erring on the lower end for my paycheck. And these are all of the bills as of now that I know and remember. These are my regularly occurring bills for March that you also probably saw in my planner, because again, I just want to know what's coming up and when it's coming up. They're also in my weekly spreads to help me identify days that I probably shouldn't spend any money, okay? And how much money should be in my account at any given time. So these are all written down. Some bills have actuals versus estimated, like ComEd and NICOR. Those two bills can fluctuate a little bit. So that's where we're at with those. Based off this math, I should have had like $211 by the end of this month. The reason why I can't say that I'm going to be able to put that money into my savings is because I am a mom. My son needs swim trunks. My son needs new gym shoes. Like that's probably where the $211 are going to go. But I just want to make sure. So if I don't see the swim trunks, if I don't see the gym shoes, or if I charge them, then I will be wondering where that money went. And that's kind of the whole idea and practice of me just being more involved in my finances. And since I had time, because again, I was trying to do this video 3 times, so frustrated. But I had time yesterday to do a little mock-up of my budget for the start of March. So I got paid today. Today's February 28th. I estimated about $1,500. I actually got paid $1,615, and that's why I am erring on the lower end of the side, because that was very helpful. Because as you can see, when I budgeted from the $1,500, I only had $200 left at the end of my paycheck, and I still needed to get gas and groceries. So now I know I have $115 more to work through that. So having an extra $115 more than anticipated is really nice. I am still broke, but I'm like, at least I'm $115 richer. And the reason why I'm like, I'm still broke is because ideally I would like to be able to put $100 in my savings every paycheck. It feels doable. It seems doable. But with the cost of things going up, and just it's the cost of things going up. And then when people are like, oh, pack a lunch, it's like, okay, but if I'm packing a lunch every day, I'm grocery shopping more. So now I have to increase my grocery shopping bill. If I'm grocery shopping more, I am using more gas. So then that may increase a little bit. It's all a domino effect. And so I'm just always trying to see what little bitty things I can do to be a little bit better. And maybe I'm just not at the point yet where I could do $100 a paycheck. And that's okay. Because if I take the $100 extra from my actual paycheck, then I'm still only left with like $215 between gas and groceries. So instead of 100, maybe I'll put 20 in there. Maybe I'll put 10. It's not, I'm trying to get out of the ego goal setting and get into more realistic. Like, if this is what you can do now, it's more about building the habit and less about being able to say, well, I put $100 in my savings every paycheck. So let's see, here we go. I'm guesstimating $1,500 for my March 14th check. August 28th, 2026 will be my last payment of $967.21 from my personal loan. And that's why I'm saying I want to be better now, because I'm about to come into almost $1,000 more onto my budget. And when people get more money, lifestyle creeps are easier to fall into. If I didn't address my habits now, they may not be better to address when I get an extra $1,000. So that's why this time is so critical and so important to me. So I just put that there as a reminder that, like, there is a light at the end of my tunnel, and I want to do the best I can before I get that $1,000, because then all I'm doing is taking that and applying it to all of the insane amount of debt that I have for at least a year. And then I'll get back into regular adulthood. But if I do $1,500 March 14th, okay, because we're still anticipating the month of March, I will still be left with $200 at the end of my paycheck. Now, this is when I'm more susceptible to charging, because with $200, not including gas and groceries, this is where it's like, I still have to eat for 2 weeks. I still have to get gas in my car. Like, this is when it becomes really difficult. If anything happens in those 2 weeks, that's how I end up charging. Last time in February when this happened, it was like everybody got sick, so I needed to re-up on medicine. Everybody got sick. So my mom was like, can you go get cough medicine for your dad? After I just bought cough medicine for my house. And it was just insane. And it was all happening really fast. And I just, I was so broke. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go to lunch at McDonald's because I didn't sleep the night before. And so that's how easily it piles on. My biggest pet peeve is people acting like everybody is just so irresponsible with money, or we're living above our means, or everything like that. This is not me. Some of this was living above my means, but with me doing this from my paycheck, I'm left with $200. Now, this will not always be the case, but this is the case right now, and that's why I've been charging so much. So it's okay. It's not a big deal. You learn lessons, you move forward. It's about where you want to go, not where you currently are. This is my February 28th check, my bad. My March 14th check, I will have much more money in between those 2 weeks. This is usually when I try to put a little extra money towards things, bulk up on groceries. So I try to just look and pay attention. But so far, this is what the first half of March is looking like. Well, that is all, you all. I'm glad that I got here. Again, I tried making this video 2 other times. It didn't work out. But now we have a good overview of what March is going to look like. Now, my job is to stay strong. I already have to cancel 1 outing because clearly I don't have enough money, and that's okay. There'll be another time. And just keep trying to do better. So I will see you all throughout this month, but I hope you got some planning done. I hope you got some budgeting done, and we're going to finish up quarter 1. Bye.